Welcome to Chris Parking Shooting Sports. I've just unboxed this Christensen Arms Ranger rifle, and I thought since I've got to put it together and since they've sent me a torque wrench with it, I might as well do it all on camera. So here is the Fix-It Sticks torque wrench. So we'll open this and have a little looky. Plus if I video myself do it, I might remember how to actually put it together back in the box when we're finished with it. Now, that's a nice little handy carry case. It looks like it comes with instructions here as well. I presume this is going to use 1/4" hex drive pieces, which are common across many industries for components. It does say here actually 1/4" hex drive handle, and tool should be at the 0 setting. So opening the little pouch it comes in, that's quite a neat little thing there, and we've got a handle here, we've got a larger drive there, and that looks like the actual torque application tool. So me being me, what I won't do is I won't read the instructions, I'll just have a go with it and see what it does. But it's in metric units, so those are all in inch pounds, which I will have to just remind myself of because I generally use metric. And imperial, see the tier 1 the tier 1 rings they've sent me are actually marked up with metric figures. And where have I actually put those rings? They are here. So if we look on the bottom of the tier 1 rings here, torque base to 4 Newton meters, torque rings to 2 Newton meters. So this video might actually spontaneously have to stop because I need to check and see what that converts to. Oh dear, is there a conversion table anywhere handy? No, there isn't, but we'll give it a go and just see how it works out to start with. Right, insert the desired hex bit and all-in-one torque driver into any 1/4" handle. The tool should be at the 0 setting, which it appears to be at the 0 setting. Turning the drive handle clockwise, carefully tighten the fastener until the target torque mark on the collar aligns with the fixed mark. So which one are we turning here? That one, or that one, or that one, or that one? It appears to not be very clear which one I'm turning. Is it this one? Nope. Turning the drive handle clockwise, which I presume is this, which is correct. Carefully tighten the fastener until the target torque mark. Ah, right, so it doesn't click, it's a visual tool. So let me just have a go with this. I'm just going to take out the T25 Torques, which is that. Tier 1 rings, by the way, do come with their own fasteners, so it's probably easier just to use theirs. That will pop in there. And just as an example, let's just pop this on the gun. And see what it looks like, because it would appear that what happens is, I think you should be able to see this on the ceiling camera, essentially we put that to there and then I'll just align that. Right, so what happens is that will actually show where the torque mark is there. So 35 inch-pounds, for example, would be there. But what I need to do is I need to convert these figures so I'm absolutely convinced they are correct. So let's just call that 35 inch-pounds. Let's just pop the front one on as well. And just knit that up. Now, excuse me 1 second, I will take Google that is in my pocket and I will type in here, let's have a little look, 2 Newton meters inch pounds on my phone. You're seeing this very real time today, aren't you? So 2 Newton meters is 17.7 inch pounds. 4 Newton, oh that's a good guess, 4 Newton meters is 35 inch pounds. Well done, Christopher. So let's just do that one again. I always push Picatinny rings to the forward of the slot. I'll do that up. Now one thing I need to do is I need to turn that round and I need to just use the hex keys themselves, or the Torx keys themselves, to make sure I've got alignment there, so I can twist that and I can see and align it kind of live as I'm doing it. So push it forward, turn it to there. There's an awful lot of reflection in here, but that is my 35 inch-pounds, which it says on there is about correct. So I need 2 Newton meters for the top of the rings, which is 17 inch-pounds. So give me a moment as I spin this out. One thing I will say is that he's quite quick using a tool like this, because being a big T handle, as you can see on camera, it spins out very easily because you can use your fingertips on it and it has its own momentum. Again, I shall say it to everybody, this is a real-time video. This is my typical day of opening a product. What do I do with it? So let's set it up, and if something new comes, like a new tool or something, because I have an armoury of torque wrenches and things preset at certain values for scope rings, etc., and I just spin them up, click, 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 job done. So this one's a lot more compact, but it does require a little bit more sort of hands-on use to do with it. Let me just go and spin around to my more normal workbench setup now. I'm also going to very carefully turn those rings around so that they are where they were. Move my phone out of the way and have a look at this scope. This is Zerotech trace scope, so we've got large dialing turrets on there, and it would appear that they lift a turn. That's in milliradians, so suits me, excellent. This lens cap on the front just loose there. So I just drop these in the rings and pop these back together. Where have I put that down there? It's there. So I'm just eyeballing those so that the gaps on the sides of the rings are approximately even. I have been using tier 1 rings for a long time, and I have seen virtually every iteration of them. I'm just looking at these ones now. They've got slightly different profile on the tops of the screws, sorry, the tops of the caps, to ones I've seen in the past. And I need to set this scope up properly, which I might not do just this second, but we'll just go through the principles of how I generally do it. So pop that open, pop that open, just lift that out of there. Actually, that's not bad for eye relief, to be honest. That's not bad at all. I'm actually just going to tweak that slightly. That was a very good guesstimate. Well done me. I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to do all the levelling with it later, but I'll just pop it on approximately for now, just to show you the principle of this torque wrench. So if I just nip those down, hold that slightly better under the camera, do them diagonally. Unfortunately for my keen viewers, since I've moved to 4K on the ceiling camera, I do get slightly more crop on it, so you can't see quite as much. But essentially now we need to do 17 inch-pounds. So I'm looking at this, I'm afraid I don't think I can show it to you while I look, but I twist that, and I have to do them in sequence, of course. So one good thing about a T-handle like this is you've got loads of leverage, so you're not actually having to grip it that hard to make it torque up. But I will look at this and go 17, 17, 17, 17, and there we go. So those are all done up in sequence. Seventeen, 17. For anybody who knows where I used to work, and I used to work with, will find the number 17 quite amusing, especially you, Sam, because there was a certain person who used to say that in a certain way. So there we go, that is the torque wrench, and that is the rifle provisionally set up, you know, just enough to get using it. I'll align those rings properly with the levels later on but I didn't want to try doing that on camera while I was using the torque wrench as well. So just going back to looking at this torque wrench, okay, essentially what it means is that it doesn't click, it's this bit here that does the torque. So I can put that on there, and then given however tight it needs to be, I just twist that until it shows me the value I want. That's all very nicely made, stainless steel and aluminium. It's hard anodized and it's red, very visual. We've got a spinning handle here, so actually you can hold that while you turn that if necessary. Gives you a little bit more leverage, a bit more purchase on it. Do not attempt to rotate the collar by hand, which is exactly what I tried doing, but you know, I wasn't exactly twisting it hard. Do not exceed 65 inch-pounds, do not turn counterclockwise or use to loosen fasteners. So that's an interesting point actually, because of course you will strain it if you try that, but when you look at this handle that comes with it, you can of course take that off the end and use the handle like that with any fastener in it. That's a large, that 5/16 or a half inch, that one. 9/16 or a half inch, that's for sort of more American rings and things like that. And you've got the drive system here, so it's a hex drive or a quarter drive, and you can use those as you would with any sort of socket set type tool. In terms of what we get with it, we get a small packing case. It's obviously cordial, it zips up, and then inside here we've got Allen keys. We've got 3/32. I'm just trying to read these. 5/32, so you've got an imperial one, which is probably why it's in inch-pounds. 3/16, then this will probably be a T10 Torx. That will be a T15. Yes, it's a T15. Next we've got T20, probably. Yes, that's a T20. And the other one's a T25. We use the T25 and T15 out of the Tier 1 set anyway. And there is also in here, or there are also, we've got hexagonal Allen keys, so there's probably a 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, etc. in there. And we've got a Phillips head there and also a flat head there. So if you can't tell the difference between a Phillips and a flat head, I'm not sure what I can say. That one goes back in there, and there we go. Phillips is what you probably think of as a cross shape, and then a posi drive has got little intervening ones in that as well, and a flathead's a flathead, and a turn screw is a flathead but without any taper on it, but I won't bore you with that now because I am no expert myself. So we take this apart now, and this I think went just back in here. I can't remember because it all fell out anyway, and that will just zip up and go in your travel toolkit. So there we go. That is my first impression of the Fix It Sticks torque wrench. Tier 1 rings I don't need to tell you about because you'll have seen me use these in hundreds of my gun tests over the years. 30, 34mm, 36mm, 40mm. I've used the 4-bolt ones, the 6-bolt ones, I've used them monomounts, I've used all sorts. Absolutely superb rings, and I'm proud to say made in West Yorkshire where I live as well. So thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to click the notification bell, and I'm sure there'll be loads of negative comments on this one because people will delight in pointing out what mistakes I've made on this video. But here we go. This is me for real. This is every day. I'm not doing it off scripts or doing some great thing with the director just so I look good on camera for one instant, because you can come speak to me live at the British Shooting Show next year if you like, in 2023, and I'll answer your questions to your face, and if I'm wrong I'll say I'm sorry, I'm wrong, and if I don't know I'll tell you I don't know, but I won't consult some secret handbook to the side of the desk and try and make it out like I know what I'm talking about. Go to the end of the video, there is a link on the end of the video to click and to buy tickets for the next year's British Shooting Show, and don't forget car parking is included in the tickets for 2023. Thank you for watching, bye for now.